Triple H just crossed the line of no return. The Game, the man who built NXT on the backs of guys exactly like Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, who created the modern monster wrestler archetype, who's preached about protecting talent and giving opportunities, just fired both men in the most shocking termination in WWE history. And the reason? They put their hands on Paul Heyman. Not a wrestler. Not a champion. Paul Heyman, the manipulative snake who's betrayed everyone he's ever worked with. Triple H just chose a manager over two of the most dominant forces WWE has seen in decades. If this doesn't make you furious about backstage politics destroying careers, if you think this firing was justified, then you're missing the bigger picture. This isn't about protecting Heyman, this is about control. This is about Triple H sending a message that nobody challenges his authority. And I'm about to expose exactly why this decision could destroy everything WWE has been building. The chaos started during a backstage segment where Paul Heyman was cutting one of his signature promos. The Wiseman was in full form, manipulating narratives, playing mind games, doing what he does best. He was talking about the Vision's dominance when suddenly Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed walked into frame. The tension was immediate. These two monsters had been feuding with Vision members for weeks, and Heyman, as the group's advocate, was enemy number one. Braun stepped forward, his voice dripping with menace. Heyman, we're tired of your mouth. Tired of your games. Tired of you hiding behind other people while running that silver tongue. Today, you're gonna learn what happens when the talking stops and the pain begins. The threat was real. You could see genuine fear in Heyman's eyes. Bronson Reed cracked his knuckles, all 330 pounds of destruction ready to be unleashed. Paul, you've been playing puppeteer for too long. Moving pieces. Manipulating careers. Well, guess what? We don't take orders. We don't follow scripts. And we damn sure don't let some suit-wearing coward disrespect us without consequences. Heyman tried his usual tactics, talking fast, creating distance, looking for an exit. Gentlemen, there's no need for violence. We can discuss this like professionals. I'm just an advocate. Just a microphone. I don't make decisions, I just put Braun grabbed Heyman by his expensive suit jacket and slammed him against the wall. Drop your raw, honest reaction in the comments. Was attacking Paul Heyman crossing the line, or did he deserve it? The impact shook the entire backstage area. Heyman's eyes went wide with terror. Please, I'm not a wrestler. I can't defend myself. This is assault. But Braun wasn't listening. You think being not a wrestler protects you. You think you can ruin careers without facing consequences. Today you learn different. Bronson Reed stepped closer, his massive frame looming over Heyman. All those years you spent advocating for Brock, for Roman, for everyone, you never faced the pain you caused. You never took a single bump for all the damage your words created. Well, that changes right now. Reed pulled his fist back preparing to strike. But before the punch could land, WWE officials flooded the area. Adam Pearce, multiple referees, security guards, everyone trying to pull Braun and Reed away from Heyman. But these two monsters powered through. Braun shoved officials aside like they were children. Reed grabbed a production crate and hurled it across the hallway, narrowly missing Heyman's head. The chaos was uncontrolled. Braun grabbed Heyman again and this time lifted him off his feet, preparing to deliver a power slam onto the concrete floor. Heyman was screaming, "Help me! Somebody stop them!" Just as Braun was about to execute the move, Triple H himself came sprinting into the scene. Put him down. Put him down right now. Triple H's voice carried authority that momentarily froze everyone. Braun hesitated, still holding Heyman in the air. Triple H got right in Braun's face. I said put him down. This is not how we do business here. You want to fight? You do it in the ring. You don't attack non-competitors backstage. Braun finally lowered Heyman but didn't let go of his jacket. Triple H, this man has been poisoning the locker room. He's been manipulating everyone. And you're gonna protect him. What about protecting us from his games? The frustration in Braun's voice was palpable. Bronson Reed added, we've been destroying everyone you put in front of us. We've been dominant. We've been doing exactly what you hired us to do. But the moment we touch your buddy Heyman, suddenly we're the bad guys. That's some political bullshit right there. Second question for the comments, is Triple H playing favorites, or was he right to protect Paul Heyman? Triple H's jaw clenched. You could see the conflict on his face. Part of him probably agreed that Heyman deserved it, but the boss part couldn't allow this behavior. Listen to me very carefully. I don't care about your frustrations. I don't care about your issues with Paul. What I care about is that you just committed assault on WWE property. You just created a liability that could shut this entire company down. Braun laughed, that psychotic laugh that shows he'd completely lost it. Liability. We're your biggest assets. We're the guys bringing violence back to wrestling. We're the ones making people tune in to see what we destroy next. And you're worried about protecting a manager. You've lost your mind. Triple H's expression turned cold. You want to know what I've lost? I've lost my patience with you too. I've tried to rein you in. I've given you warnings. I've tried to channel your aggression into productive directions, but you just assaulted a non-competitor. So here's what's gonna happen, you're both suspended indefinitely pending an investigation. The word suspended hung in the air like a bomb. Braun and Reed looked at each other in disbelief. Bronson Reed got right in Triple H's face, you're suspending us. We're the ones who put Roman Reigns on the shelf. We're the ones carrying your ratings. Suspend us and watch your numbers drop. Triple H didn't back down, your suspension starts now. Security, escort them out of the building. And if they resist, call the police. I'm done playing games with you two. Security surrounded Braun and Reed, at least 20 guards forming a wall. Braun looked at the security, then back at Triple H with fury in his eyes, this isn't over. You're making the biggest mistake of your career protecting that snake. And when we come back, and we will come back, we're burning this whole place down. Security started pushing them toward the exit as they continued screaming threats. But the story didn't end there. That same night during the main event, Triple H's music hit unexpectedly. The crowd was confused, why was the game interrupting the show? Triple H walked out with a microphone, his face showing a mixture of anger and determination. I need everyone's attention right now. What happened earlier tonight with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed attacking Paul Heyman was unacceptable. It crossed every line we have in this company. So I've made a decision that I don't make lightly. The arena went silent. Effective immediately, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed are no longer suspended, they are fired from WWE. The crowd erupted in shock. Fired. Not suspended, fired. This was unprecedented. Triple H continued, I will not tolerate assault on non-competitors. I will not allow my locker room to become a war zone where anyone can be attacked at any time. Braun and Bronson made their choice, and I'm making mine. They're done here. Third question, fired or fake? Do you think this is a real termination or just storyline? Vote in the comments. The wrestling world exploded. Within minutes, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed were trending worldwide. Social media was in chaos. Fans were divided into camps, some applauding Triple H for protecting workers, others furious that two top talents were fired for attacking a manipulator like Heyman. Backstage, cameras caught the aftermath. Braun and Reed were being escorted to their cars by security. Braun was still raging, this is Bulls **T. We're the best thing WWE has and they're throwing us away for Paul Heyman. This company is backwards. They deserve what's coming to them. He threw his gear bag at a production truck before being forced into his vehicle. Bronson Reed was eerily calm as he packed his belongings. Triple H just made a declaration, he values Paul Heyman more than his stars. Well, when this company realizes they just fired two main event talents, when the ratings drop, when the fans start chanting our names, he's gonna regret this. And trust me, we're not going quietly. We're gonna make so much noise outside WWE that they'll be begging us to come back. Paul Heyman, meanwhile, was in Triple H's office. Cameras caught him thanking the game profusely, Hunter, thank you. Thank you for protecting me. Those animals would have killed me. You did the right thing. But Triple H's response was cold, Paul, I didn't do this for you. I did it because we have rules. But don't think for a second that I don't know your role in all this. You've been poking bears for months. Consider this your warning, if you create another situation like this, you'll be the one getting fired. Heyman's face showed shock. He thought Triple H was his ally, but the game just put him on notice. The politics were getting complicated. Now let's dissect why this is the most controversial decision Triple H has made since taking over. First, the optics are terrible. Firing two of your most dominant heels sends a message that WWE can't handle real intensity. Braun and Reed weren't doing anything that Stone Cold or the Attitude Era stars didn't do. But now WWE has become so corporate that touching a manager is a fireable offense. Second, the talent loss is massive. Braun Breaker is a genetic freak with unlimited potential. He's a second-generation star who should be WWE champion within 2 years. Bronson Reed is one of the most unique big men in wrestling, agile, powerful, and genuinely intimidating. Losing both in one night creates a void that's impossible to fill. Third, this sets a dangerous precedent. What happens next time someone touches a manager? What about when Heyman inevitably manipulates another situation? Does WWE fire everyone who responds to his games? You can't run a wrestling company where the manager has more protection than the wrestlers. Fourth, the message to the locker room is confusing. Triple H has been preaching about edge, about intensity, about bringing back that attitude. But the moment someone shows real aggression, they get fired? That's mixed signals. Wrestlers don't know if they should be intense or play it safe. My prediction? This is a work that becomes a shoot. WWE probably planned the attack and firing as a storyline, but the backlash is so intense that it becomes real. Braun and Reed might actually negotiate new contracts with better terms, or they might go to AEW and create chaos there. Either way, this situation is too big to be fully scripted. But here's